bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete to Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. He has Hyatt over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. A second 4th down conversion on this drive. Living dangerously, but they've got another 1st down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. That's complete on the bubble screen. That's countered. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll run with Pollard. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 3rd down and goal now. And this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Boy, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal. But they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Out come the Texans as you get a look at offensive coordinator Nick Caley. His guys trail here in this first half, and now they'll focus on trying to get some points on this upcoming drive. They'll begin on the ground with Marks. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This will be fielded at the 17. As the visitors head back out, we take a look at the defensive coordinator for the home team. His guys trail here in this first half, so he and the rest of the staff will be looking for ways to keep this deficit right where it is. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Well, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
That's Davis for it.
Into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll swing this out to Marks. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
To throw, it's Milton. He'll buy some time running. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The football going back over now to the Houston Texans as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some change? So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It all comes down to this. Week 18, all the playoff spots and playoff seedings will be locked up. Let's get into the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. At Northwest Stadium in Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Cowboys in the NFC East. And this is C.D. Lamb. He's going to run the...
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. 45 yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Henry To'o there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well.
Good.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Milton. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Right.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Whenever we talk about
Just
moving
grab.
the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the...
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Taking it right down Broadway. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Back to throw. Milton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Throwing is Milton. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Connor up the middle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll roll him out right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
That flag, that'll...
That could be good.
Going on the ground, it's White. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taking it about the 16. The visitors' offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Looking to put a drive together. Now Milton rolling to his right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Out come the Titans now. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They just got to find a way to get it done.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, a give to counter. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Sure.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
People were shitting on him.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But a short yardage trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing now, Ward. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed.
Interesting.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Ward. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Now Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 13 yards.
On play action, Ward. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ward. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they'll go on the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And this one will wind up with them losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, where they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter, this drive becomes very critical. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 105 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. To throw, here's Ward. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And the Titans' 1st down.
Off the play fake, Ward. He connects with Hyatt. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing again here, Ward. The quick slant caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tennessee.
Zach Ertz. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Titans will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard. Stroud going to give to Marks. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Play action. Stroud now. To the left side, finds his receiver, Noel.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing now is Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star. As they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Will Anderson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game, huh? Leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And the Titans getting set to go. What a big 4th quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are to take the lead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run behind center with Cotter. And will follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw.
Oh, my goodness! They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Houston set to take over.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
2nd and
8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here's 3rd and 7. Stroud looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big 2nd half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the 2nd half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Texans,
they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally 9-8.
and that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Titans,
it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 1 week left. Hey everybody, Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 17, presented by Lowe's. Earn your Sunday. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Nashville. The Titans at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Jalen Warren. From his own 1-yard line into the open field, he's going to join the 99-yard touchdown club. Tony Dorsett, Derrick Henry, and him. And this one ties the NFL record, a 99-yard touchdown. The Steelers win their second straight as they get the victory here. Now time for one of the games of the week, one with NFC playoff implications. The Lions at Soldier Field to take on...
country muddy riverbank. If you picking me, you ought to know I wasn't made for a fancy crystal vase, a mason jar, and old blue jeans. From my roots to my boots, I'll always be a dandelion. Born to live free, riding on the breeze on a summer night. Tucked back in the weeds, guess that's just me. In a bed of red roses, I'm the one growing up on the wilder side. So if you're tired of thorns, I'm a little more dandelion. Whoa, dandelion. Been a little overlooked.
Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here. This is your Championship Sunday edition of the Weekly Recap, presented by Lowe's. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the LA Chargers. And this is the MVP from a couple seasons ago, Josh Allen. He had 2 rushing touchdowns on the night. This is one of them here. The Bills are moving on. After years of knocking on the door, they finally break through. Their fan base elated. They are off to the Super Bowl. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's Jordan Love on target to Jaden Reed. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. The Packers take care of business, and they will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. So that'll do it. The Super Bowl matchup is set. Let the prognosticating begin. Until next time, Scott Hansen saying good night from Orlando.
Say hello to the Lord with my sincerest regards. Why the rising tide of troubled waters we cross into the fire and frost when the desire is lost? It's a survivor's remorse that raised higher the course. During the year of the horse, I had so much to resolve, it hung me over. I was fearing the hair of the dog. They kept my homie. I was there when they carried him off. When we buried him, we wrapped him in Nigerian cloth. They told a story about him having a malaria cough. They tried to say he had a that was clearly a torch. I hold the fury so they fear me, but it nearly was washed. Expecting me to be forgiven like it really was squashed. But I have seen so much that I can never be hushed. I've been the bearer of a burden that is heavy as I'm pure legacy, incredibly I'll never be touched. It ain't nowhere to go from here but up. While we were all in denial, and seen a murderer smile as he was brought in the trial. I watched the vulture circle awaiting the fall of a child, and canines devoured alive, the call of the wild. I couldn't accept the charge for the call of the void, or for progress destroyed over Darwin and Freud. Survival totally could depend on the toss of a coin or a pawn. Which organization allows you to join? I live on the borderline like a ditch water blind, or like Malcolm shooting up the head to the autobahn. I caught a vibe, I would have taken it as some sort of sign, or I'm more aligned, but I was running so short of time, and I have felt so much that I am numb to the touch. When their assumptions make it hard for me to function is rough, cause every something I ever wanted was once in my clutch. So ain't nowhere to go from here but up.
everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your Super Bowl 61 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap, presented by Lowe's. After 2 weeks of anticipation, the big one is finally here. Super Bowl 61 from SoFi Stadium. The Bills from the AFC taking on the Packers from the NFC. Here we go. And this is Ty Johnson. He's got a nose for the end zone, and he'll take it in 9 yards to pay dirt. The Bills get it done. Congratulations to them. They are your Super Bowl champions. And here it is. What a postseason it was. One more look at the now completed playoff bracket. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Do you hear me, man? Don't be janking, man. You ain't got the bread. Don't try to prank me, man. Back in the days, I was riding on them twanky things. Ice on my neck and my wrist with a blanket ring. I stay dripping, man, like a bad drain. Louis Fendi, Gucci, Louis, do you hear me, man? Protected like the Pope, I'm saying this sincerely, man.